In a state where police could seize your property even if you did nothing wrong and sell it for their own profit.
Well, if you live in Florida, apparently you do. The controversial tactic was legalized to take tools away from criminals. But cops nationwide have relied on the program more and more in recent years, seizing more than $4 billion, that's with a B, dollars in property in 2012 alone. That's enough to fund every single law enforcement agency in the greater Tampa Bay area. And police could seize your car or cash too, even if you did nothing wrong. Tonight, 10 Investigates Noah Pransky explains how cops are using the law to pad agency budgets.
Antoinette Poskett, suffering from a disabling back condition, used to get into her vehicle a lot easier. Just a few months ago, when it was this 2011 Dodge Journey, the first nice vehicle she ever bought.
I finally get one, and 4 months later, the police are taking it from me.
The Florida Highway Patrol has had the car for almost 3 months since stopping it for a loose trailer hitch on I-75.
Can I just have the driver step out? We just need to talk to you back there.
Antoinette was headed down to the Keys for the weekend with a group of friends, but afraid to tow the boat, she asked her boyfriend to drive. He didn't have a license, and it wasn't his first time.
I'm going to place you under arrest for driving on a license.
He was arrested, but instead of letting Antoinette or one of their friends drive the car, FHP seized it as its own using a procedure called civil forfeiture. It's designed to take guns, drugs, and money away from serious criminals. But critics, like Antoinette's attorney Jason Samus, says law enforcement agencies are abusing it to boost their bottom lines.
If he's taking the car to go and commit a murder, okay, again, there might be some justification there.
But he was taking it where?
They were taking it on vacation to Key West.
The Florida Contraband Forfeiture Act enables officers to seize tens of millions of dollars statewide every single year. Many times, no warrant is issued, and sometimes charges are never even filed against the property's owner. 10 Investigates combed through the last year's worth of Florida Highway Patrol seizures, which included more than 100 vehicles and hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash. FHP says it's to combat crime, but if the vehicle an accused criminal is driving isn't worth much, troopers won't bother seizing it. In fact, the agency's policy on forfeiture says to make sure the vehicle is worth at least $2,500 in order to justify the cost of litigation. In Antoinette's case, it was one of the troopers' first questions.
Is this car paid off?
The car was paid off and worth $18,000. Troopers said they were seizing it as theirs.
He's putting the paperwork in for the car to belong to the state instead of you now.
They didn't bother with the boat, which had little resale value. If she wanted the car back, she would have to either hire an attorney out of her own pocket or pay whatever bounty FHP put on the vehicle.
If I gave them $9,000, that they would release the car and drop the whole thing. I don't have $9,000.
We asked Florida Highway Patrol Sergeant Steve Gaskins why the value of a vehicle has anything to do with taking it away from an alleged criminal.
The legal cost of seeking forfeiture for something like that would not be worth the time spent.
What would you say to the people who say this is policing for profit?
Well, no one that makes these decisions, no one makes a profit off of this.
But critics aren't convinced.
If taking these cars is about stopping crime, why aren't they taking the cars that have a lien on them?
It's not about stopping crime, it's about making money.
We also pulled forfeiture reports for dozens of other law enforcement agencies across Tampa Bay, and tomorrow at 6 we'll tell you which one is impounding more than 5 cars every single day. In the newsroom, Noah Pransky, 10 Investigates.
Now, Noah also put more information online as to why other local agencies are letting profits dictate whether they seize property. Just head to WTSP.com and click 10 Investigates on the left-hand side.